Thank you very much. So tonight I'm talking about space. I completely blame my mother. She was pregnant with me when the man landed on the moon, so it's all good. I'm an aerospace engineer, went through the whole research bit, but my passion is the commercial side of it. So this is a $330 billion per year industry, and I want to see Australia have a piece of it. So when people think about space, they imagine rockets, they imagine astronauts, they think about rovers. When I think about space, I think about logistics, I think about climate change, I think about agriculture. These are the downstream applications where Australia can really make a difference. We completely depend on space data and space assets for our everyday lives. We have a dependency, but we also have an opportunity, a commercial opportunity part of this. So the question I pose to you and my colleagues in government and defence and academia is, how do we take our expertise in things like robotics and apply it to both things like the Canadarm or robotic surgery? These are the same technologies, just with different applications. How do we take what the astronomers are doing to see the stars more clearly using adaptive optics and lasers? How do we take that and see space debris more clearly? How do we track that? This is a commercial product and a commercial service that Australia is actually doing right now up on Mount Stromlo. How do we take the Internet of Things and space and slam them together to make business? This is about precision agriculture. It's about observing our marine environment. It's about aviation. It's about logistics. It's all of those things that grow our economy that we can take. Or space is just another, or a satellite just provides another data source. But we have to have the right instruments. We have to have the access to it. We have to be able to process it. And that's where I play. So I'm not a startup company, not part of a startup company, couldn't do that, but gee, I want to make it easier for other startups. We have just recently, in the last couple of months, had 2 Australian startups, Fleet Space and Gilmore Space, both of them individually get $5 million in their first round of funding. These are companies in Australia that are doing space technology. We're not out of the game. We're actually really in the sweet spot. We're the biggest landmass in the Southern Hemisphere, so we're great for Earth observation ground stations. We have the facilities, we have the techniques, the technical expertise. We now have a space environmental test facility up on Mount Stromlo. We can do this, we just have to believe it. And our politicians need to believe it, our policymakers need to believe it, and the biggest challenge, which is where I sort of play, is bringing together the supply chain, the value chain. How do you bring the engineers together with the people who do the ground station work, together with the people who do all the IT and processing, together with the people who make the applications, together with farmers, and with people who run logistics companies. So this is the challenge. How do we get these different groups working together, support them from a policy point of view, from facilities, from funding, all of those things? How do we mature this research? This technology startups are tough. They have a longer maturation process, but it's possible, and it's possible to do in Australia. Later this year, we're going to host the largest space conference in Adelaide. We're bringing 3,000 to 4,000 of the world's space leaders to Australia. Heads of agency, heads of business, heads of government. This is something that Australia does do, we just don't know about it. And this is the challenge I suppose I want to put out to all of you, is how do we believe in ourselves and take some of the businesses that you're all involved in, and how does that fit in that supply chain? How do we build instruments? How do we do great things? How do we monitor our Great Barrier Reef? How do we make sure that we actually understand what's going on with that? So that's where I work. There's many projects I could point to, happy to talk to you about them later, but it is about how do we have that ecosystem where large corporations, startups, research organisations, government activity, defence, can all contribute and work together to Australia being part of that $330 billion market. Thank you.